Good morning, Carmine. RJ back with another video, so let's get to it. Today's random Mike Schmidt item of the day from a company called Freedom Press in 1993. Mike Schmidt's high school yearbook. Freedom Press put out a small set in 1993 of various celebrities, sports stars, and their high school yearbooks when they could find them. I don't know if they got permission, but they did it. And they would put in some interesting things taken out of the yearbook, as well as the picture from the yearbook. And Mike Schmidt made their set that year. Again, I don't know if it was licensed at all, but they sure as heck did it. So that's my random baseball item of the day. This is my random Mike Schmidt item of the day. My random baseball item of the day from 1990 Bowman, the Nolan Ryan contest card. Can't really read the artist rendition who did this, but the set of 11 cards had a contest on the back, and 11 stars of the game who did interesting things or had interesting careers in 1989. Really good picture of Nolan Ryan, I think. I love the art on all. I have all 11 of these cards. They did in 1989, Bowman's first year. The packs included not really reprint cards, but pictures of famous cards on like a big white background. The oversized cards that they were in 1989. So this was a different style. The sweepstakes card of Nolan Ryan from 1990 Bowman. All right. Today's trivia question, and sticking with the World Series theme, moving on closer and closer to the postseason. Who was the first player to hit a grand slam in World Series competition? Shoot me an email with that answer, which you're playing for, from 2000 and from this year's Heritage set. Then and now, insert Rod Carew and Luis Arraez. Then and now, Hall of Famer Rod Carew and Luis Arraez, who's had a very good, productive career recently, taken off into the hitting department. That's what you're playing for, so all you gotta do is send me an email with the correct answer, who hit the first Grand Slam in the World Series competition. I will include my email in the description below, along with a repeat of that question. You will have today and tomorrow to answer. We'll pick a winner on Sunday, all right? Good luck to everybody on that one. So today, showing off a little box set. I may have shown off this before, but I enjoy showing off my box sets. I'm sure you guys all like seeing cool baseball card related videos. That's why we're all here, right? 1985 Fleer update. Now, Fleer coming on board, making baseball cards for the first time in a while. Did so in 1981. They did not have an update set. 1982 did not feature an update set. 1983 did not feature a Fleer update set. However, famously, 1984 featured one of the most important update sets of all time, including rookie cards of such legendary stars as Roger Clemens, Kirby Puckett, Darryl Strawberry, and people like that. Well, I guess I shouldn't say Darryl Strawberry. Strawberry was actually an 83 tops, but big name stars of the game came out in the Fleer update set in 1984. It's a very pricey set to this day. 1985, not so much. We'll go through them real quick. There are 132 cards to flip through. I'm going to thumb through them real quick. And then the last one, number 132, is the checklist. So I'm going to do this real quick. If you want to just pause there and read, you can skip the video if you're not interested in going through all the players. But that is your checklist card, card number 132 out of the set. So I'm going to thumb through all 132 very quickly just to show them off, say a little bit about those people who pique my interest. All right, let's go. These are alphabetical. I think most of the traded sets, believe it or not, most of the companies did it that way, alphabetical, based upon the person. Teams didn't matter, anything else didn't matter. It was usually just done alphabetical. Update had a U in front of the number of the card to differentiate it from base set. So Don Ace, Ass, I don't think it's Ass, I think it's Ace, had various played with a various number of teams over the years, with the Orioles by now. Billy Allman, I think that was his. Nope, he was not a rookie card. He had a long career with a bunch of different teams. Dusty Baker on the A's. Did you remember that Dusty Baker was on the A's? Dale Berra, this is Yogi's kid, was on the Yankees that year. I remember him being on the Pirates for many years and eventually got sent to the Yankees. There he is, Dale Berra. Carl Best, I have no clue who Carl Best was. A lot of people you'll never hear of because they were rookies and didn't pan out or whatever. Tim Bertzis, rookie. Vida Blue on the Giants by now. He had bounced around. He had a bit of arm injuries after his A's playing careers, but was with the Giants, then went to the Royals, was back with the Giants here. Rich Bordy, pitcher. Daryl Boston, Hubie Brooks. This is Hubie Brooks' rookie card. Oh, it isn't. I was wrong. He played for the Mets for a few years. Wow. Shows you what I remember about these people. Chris Brown. Tom Browning, not Hall of Fame, but he threw a no-hitter for the Reds, Mr. Tom Browning. I think it was a perfect game, actually. That's his rookie card. Al Bumry, along with the Orioles. Here he is with the Padres. Along with the Orioles, Al Bumry. Tim Burke, Ray Burris, Jeff Burrows, along with the Braves. 4 home runs in one game, Mr. Jeff Burrows. Braves, Rangers. I'm pretty sure he hit 4 home runs in one game. Might be getting my guys mixed up. Ivan Calderon, I always remember him for the White Sox. That's his rookie card with the Mariners, Ivan Calderon. Wow. Jeff Calhoun. Was he with the Phillies at one time, Jeff Calhoun? Don't know. Bill Campbell. He was with the Phillies at one time. Wasn't he? Yeah, 84 he was with the Phillies, Bill Campbell. Red Sox back in the day, too. Don Carmen, rookie card. Harry Carter, obviously traded to the Mets this time here. Bobby Castillo. Bill Caudill. Rick Cerone, Yankees catcher for a long time. Here he is with the Braves. Jack Clark, great home run hitter. Not a great outfielder, certainly not a speed merchant. Had a long and lengthy career with the Giants here. Finally moved on to the Cardinals. There he is. Pat Clements. Stuart Clybourne. Vince Coleman rookie card. Vince Coleman, everybody knows about him and his steals. Dave Collins. Fritz Connolly. Henry Cotto, Danny Darwin. Danny Darwin was a Phillies pitcher at one time. Rangers. Darwin, here's Darren Dalton's rookie card, Phillies catcher. Although Dutch had played with the Phillies a couple of years up and down. He was on the Phillies for a couple of games in '83. Looks like he spent most of the '84 season down in Portland. Jerry Davis. Brian DeYette, Ken Dixon, Tommy Dunbar. Here's Mariano Duncan's rookie card, I do believe. I think Mariano started with the Dodgers. Yep. Was with a couple of different teams, notably the the Reds and the Phillies in '93. Bob Fallon, Brian Fisher, Mike Fitzgerald, Ray Fontenot, Greg Gagne, famous longtime Twins guy. Probably his rookie card, Greg Gagne. Oscar Gamble. He was with the Phillies back in the 70s, Oscar Gamble. Look at that. Went to the Phillies? No. Yeah, there he is, back in the early 70s. Oscar Gamble went with the Phillies. Well, he bumped around a lot. I do remember him with the Yankees for several years. Jim Gott, David Green, Alfredo Griffin with the A's. I remember him mostly for the Blue Jays. Here he is with the A's, Alfredo Griffin. Ozzie Guillen rookie card. Ozzie Guillen, 85 update. Toby Harrah, long-time player. He was with the Rangers. I thought that. Long-time player in the 70s for the Rangers. Believe it or not, I remember Major League Baseball or MLB Network put out a best players of the decade. And Toby Harrah, believe it or not, was rated the best American League second baseman of the 1970s. Toby Harrah was. Maybe it was shortstop, but he was on that list. Ron Hassey with the Yankees, although Ron Hassey, I remember him mostly with the A's late in his career. Ricky Henderson moved on to the Yankees here. Steve Henderson bounced around to a number of teams. George Hendrick, also another guy, was with a number of teams in his career. George Hendrick. Take a look at that. Teddy Higuera, probably a rookie card for him, wasn't it? Or was he bouncing around there? Nope. Yeah, Teddy Higuera, rookie. I think Teddy had a no-hitter for the, a no-hitter for the Mariners one year. Al Holland, formerly of the Phillies, he had, we had called him Mr. T on our 1983 World Series winner. He was our closer. Here he is, shift off to Pittsburgh. Bert Hooton, along with the Dodgers, famously a person that we despised in Philadelphia. Jay Howell. Lamar Hoyt from the White Sox. Here he is on the Padres. Lamar Hoyt, I think he won a Cy Young one year with the White Sox. He was a really good pitcher. See here, 83, he went 24-10 with the White Sox. Tim Hullett, Bob James, Cliff Johnson, the designated hitter, had the most career pinch hit home runs for quite a while. I believe Matt Stairs eclipsed him. Don't quote me on that. Howard Johnson, rookie card, perennial 30-30 man. Howard, oh, no, I'm sorry. His rookie card was with the Tigers. Excuse me, I'm incorrect. I forgot. Thank you for turning this over. Here he was when he went to the Mets and became almost a perennial 30-30 man. Howard Johnson, Rupert Jones, Steve Kemp, Bruce Keeson, Mike Lacoste. A lot of these are trades. You certainly, again, unlike 84, you do not have any ginormous rookie cards in your 85 update. Lee Lacy, Dave LaPointe, Gary Lavelle, Vance Law. I remember Vance Law. Remember him very well. Manny Lee, Sixto Lizcano. Sixto Lizcano was one of the Phillies. So here he is there, down there at the bottom. He was on the Phillies a couple of years. Tim Lawler. Urbano Lugo. Freddie Lynn bounced around a lot after playing so long and great for the Red Sox. Played with several more teams throughout his career. Steve Lyons, one of the jokers of the game. There he is with the Red Sox. I remember him mostly, Steve Lyons, with the White Sox. Yep. Mickey Mailer, Ron Mathis. Len Matuszek was with the Phillies. There he is. I guess we trade a lot of people after 84, huh? Yeah, Len Matuszek. Looks like we're selling everybody. The Phillies were in a rebuilding mode come 1985. Here's Oddibe McDowell. I remember him well. Roger McDowell. Probably a rookie card for Roger McDowell. He eventually ended up on the Phillies for a little bit. Donnie Moore. Donnie Moore famously gave up that home run to Dave Henderson in the 1986 playoffs. Ron Musselman. I wonder if that's like there's another Musselman from the Doylestown area. Don't know if this guy's a brother or something. Al Oliver on the Dodgers. Al Oliver's another guy who was with the Phillies the previous year. Al Oliver on the Dodgers. Those kind of things you forget where some players end up, you know. Joe Orsulak, Dan Pasqua, Chris Pitaro, Rick Russell, long-time veteran pitcher. Look at how long his career was. Famously of the Cubs during most of the 70s. He was his brother Paul, long-time baseball player. Ernie Riles. I remember Ernie Riles well. That was his rookie card. Jerry Royster, Dave Rosema, Dave Rucker. Vern Rule at one time was a pitching coach for the Phillies later in his life. Mark Salas, Luis Salazar, Joe Sambito. I remember Joe Sambito being on the Astros from the 1980 Astros when we played them in the playoffs in 80. Billy Sample, I remember him from the Rangers. Billy Sample and the Rangers. Alex Sanchez. Calvin Schiraldi, famously with the Red Sox, giving up the lead back in the 86 World Series. Calvin Schiraldi, he started the ninth, got 2 quick outs, could never get that last one. That's his rookie card with the Mets, Calvin Schiraldi. Rick Shue, the heir apparent to Mike Schmidt. Not. Sorry, Rick. Larry Sheets, Ron Shepard, Nelson Simmons, Don Slaught. I remember Don Slaught. Thought he was with the Pirates in most of his career. Maybe that was eventually Don Slaught. Roy Smalley, loved Roy Smalley. Great veteran player. Great veteran player. Back with the Twins after a while wandering. Lonnie Smith. He had gone. Lonnie Smith, one of those guys who always appeared on these World Series teams. He went to the Phillies in 80, went to the Cards in 82, got a World Series ring. Here he is with the Royals. He would be with the Royals in 85 when they won the World Series. Lonnie Smith just lucked out landing the right team at the right time. Nate Snell, Larry Sorensen, Chris Spear, longtime veteran player. Chris Spear, I've talked about him before. He's a guy I never heard of, but he played like 20 years in the major leagues with a bunch of different teams. And for the life of me, I never heard his freaking name in my life. And then suddenly I was flipping through my cards one time, and his name kept coming up. You can see here, this is 85. And he was with the Giants in 71, and I promise you, Chris Spear has a I think he has an 89 card. Chris Spear was a veteran player. I never heard of him. I never heard of him in my life before. Mike Stenhouse, Tim Stoddard, John Stuper, Jim Sundberg. Loved Jim Sundberg. Just a quality veteran catcher, longtime Ranger, but I just remembered him very well. Bruce Sutter, finally with the Braves after many years with the Cardinals. Cubs and Cardinals very famously, but he is a Hall of Famer. Don Sutton, another Hall of Famer on the Athletics. You forget that he was with the Athletics briefly. He did bounce around for a couple of years after the Dodgers. Ended up back with the Dodgers at the end of his career. Bruce Tanner. Kent DeColvey, loved that Teak. Came over to the Phillies for a while after being with the Pirates so long. I guess he was a Pennsylvania boy. Walt Terrell, Mickey Tettleton, Rich Thompson, Lewis Thornton, Alex Trevorino, John Tudor, quality veteran pitcher for the Cardinals. John Tudor, really, really good pitcher, one of those Hall of Very Good kind of guys. I always loved John Tudor. Started with the Red Sox. Here he is, Jose Uribe, Dave Vale, Dave Von Olen, Kurt Wardell, UL Washington, still sporting a toothpick, but now was with the Expos, long-time Royal. Always remember UL Washington as a Royal, certainly in the 80 World Series. There he is, finally with the Expos. UL Washington, still sporting that toothpick. Eddie Whitson, bumped around to a couple different teams. I remember him with the Padres. The Padres a couple years, bumped around to a number of different clubs. Always a good player. Herm Winningham, Rich Yett, and then the checklist. So, sorry if you didn't enjoy that trip down memory lane, but I enjoy going through my little box sets once in a while. And it's fun to see these old traded card sets. Fun to see where people end up. Again, you forget sometimes until you go through a traded set where some of these veteran stars may have ended up in their careers, or that these players ever played for such teams. So there you have it. That is my showcase for today. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, and all that jazz. I really do appreciate your support as I try my best to support everybody in this great card meeting, all right? Thank you very much for stopping by. Hope to see you again on Friday. Have a great week, and take care.